Welcome back to Very Biased Opinions. Today we're going to be going over day 2 of the World Cup. We've got 3 games to talk about, including what may be described as one of the best World Cup games ever.
Yeah, Iran won for the first time in years.
They did.
They did.
Very biased opinions. Very biased opinions. Biased opinions. Very biased opinions. Very biased opinions.
Okay, well let's start running this down then. The first game that took place on Friday was Uruguay Egypt. Tom, have you got anything you want to say to the viewers, the viewing public, before we start this review?
Thank you for following us. Thank you for liking us. Thank you for subscribing to us. It means a lot to us.
Work.
Got it right.
Okay, so Uruguay Egypt was the afternoon game. Oh, he's gone again. He's gone again. Come on.
Oh, sorry.
Stay with me.
That was a really exciting game.
After the kind of buzz and the high of the Russia game the day before, this one kind of
dragged back down, weren't we?
Yeah, it was extremely cagey.
Yeah.
Both sides were
unwilling to do anything.
Almost what you would expect in the opening game. Sometimes they are like that, where teams are more scared to lose than to go out and win.
Do you know the most exciting thing that happened? Mo Salah not playing.
Yeah,
that was it.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say probably
boring.
That became more of an incident. There were the other incident of the game was just how bad Luis Suarez was as well. He did miss 3
Do you remember
golden
the
chances.
Champions League final where you're watching Ronaldo and it looks like he's running through treacle the entire time?
Yeah.
That was Luis Suarez in this game.
he did.
Just
He did
completely unfit.
Has he been off the pace in La Liga this season?
I think he was. I thought he had a good year.
Yeah, I think he has.
Have we not been watching enough La Liga? People feel free to tell us
I think
watching.
from what I've seen, he doesn't seem to be as devastating as he used to be. He used to really just dominate games. He doesn't seem to be quite like that anymore. But, you know, I guess it didn't really matter because Uruguay did end up winning.
Yeah.
I think it was a bit harsh on Egypt, but I do think Uruguay probably were the better side.
They were, but it was like a 52-48 split.
Jimenez was the one who scored the goal, centre back. He's highly. We talked about him in our
Godin had a really
in our intricate and precise group game. Group game? What was it? What did
group
we do?
preview.
Group preview.
My predictions.
Yes, we highlighted Jimenez, and he did have a good game.
He had a good game. So did Godin. Godin in the first half. But honestly, the less said about this match, the better.
Yeah, I think so. But just on Salah, why call him fit to play and then don't play him?
I mean, let's not get me on my Mo Salah rants.
That now is the place to get on.
Right, well, I think Mo Salah is weak. I think he should have finished the Champions League final. I've said that before, and I think it's living proof that he's out training with the team, and they think he's fit enough to sit on the bench. If he's fit enough to sit on the bench to World Cup, he's fit enough to play the last 40 minutes of that game, or 60 minutes. Should have strapped his shoulder in and tried to play. And I'm let down, and I'm let down by his reaction yesterday. It looked like he was crying again.
Do you think that he wasn't fit, but they said he was fit for gamesmanship, and then they kind of thought the game would be 0-0 and they'd get by without him?
I don't know. I thought I would have played him.
If he's your best player, you've got to play him.
Even if he's playing for 5 minutes at the end to start getting him back into it. If he's fit enough to be there, he's fit enough to play. You can't bring players that aren't to a World Cup. Anyway.
Well, that rounded up Group A, and it put Uruguay on 3 points at the top with Russia.
Yeah.
We're leaving Egypt and Saudis with a lot to do.
Yeah.
So then that moved on to Group B. It was the second game. So Morocco played Iran in the opener.
It was such fascinating football.
It wasn't a great game either. But honestly, I highlighted it out that both keepers did make some good saves. Morocco were the better side, and they did deserve to win it. But fair play to Iran. Fantastic for them to get a win.
Yeah, oh god, yeah.
First win in 20 years, I think, since they beat the USA.
Well, do you know the USA just beat Scotland in rugby union? First official ever win. 30-29.
Wow.
USA! USA!
Oh, look at it.
USA! USA!
Fantastic for Iran to get the win. They celebrated like they'd won the World Cup, and that is brilliant.
Yeah.
It's still going to be a struggle for them to go through, given Spain and Portugal were in their group.
Yeah. No, it's great.
This is awful for Morocco, though.
Oh, he did.
I mean, no disrespect to Iran, but you should be beating them.
Yeah.
They should be beating them. And it was a shocking OG.
Yeah. Oh, no, it was Garbage.
Have you seen it?
You know how garbage it was? I'd stopped watching.
Had you seen the own goal?
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh, he's... Well, first of all, one of my biggest pet hates is, like, how stupid footballers are. The Iran guy's got the ball on the left-hand side, and he's begging for the Morocco player to foul him.
Yeah.
And the Morocco player just, for some reason, I don't know why, bundles him over, gives away a cheap free kick. Right?
They love doing that.
They do it all the time. So that gives them an opportunity for Iran to get the ball in. They get the ball in. This guy's completely on his own. He's got no one around him, and he just heads the ball into the back of the net. He's literally... And it brought up to me, when I saw it, it just highlighted the two shocking bits of commentary in both of the opening games yesterday. In the Morocco... In the Uruguay... Egypt game... Suarez missed a sitter where from 3 or 4 yards out he put it into the side net.
And they were claiming foul.
And Jonathan Pierce went straight away. And that's 1-0 Uruguay. 1-0. They're 1-0 up.
I didn't even hear that bit. I watched the game.
And it was quite clear he put it into the side net.
Did you hear their argument that he was fouled in the build-up?
Yeah, I did hear that.
He wasn't fouled.
And in this one, it was so obvious the guy scored an OG. The commentator was like, talking to this guy, a Iran guy called Mehdi who ran away. Yeah. He's got it. Oh, Mehdi's the goal scorer. That's great. And it was like a reflection. Oh, it's actually an own goal. Are they watching from like a too high up vantage point or something where they can't see? But it was.
It does feel a little bit like the commentators in this World Cup are a bit hyped up. I thought it was interesting in the Russia game that they were making nationalist statements and insulting oil and stuff.
They do seem to love it. They love a pun, a witty joke.
They haven't started well, but thank God the football has. And that brings us on to what is possibly one of the greatest World Cup matches in history. Please send us abuse about that. I know you're going to disagree,
we could have done a whole video on this game.
I wanted to. You wouldn't let me.
Well, I felt we had to cover the other two games, but I must admit, I did think that this game would be a case of two sides cancelling each other out, but it's not a cliche to say, well, it is a cliche, but it is accurate to say this game had everything.
Oh God, it was brilliant. Genuinely brilliant.
It had drama in the before the kickoff of Spain's manager situation.
Ronaldo signing that tax deal with suspended jail sentence.
Yes, I know. Which kind of was a quite nice time for that to come out, because it did kind of just go under the radar completely. But the game did not disappoint.
No.
If you weren't aware of what the score was, it ended up with 3-3.
It did.
Tom, do you want to talk me through one of your favourite players ever?
Yeah, I really, really, really want to talk to you about Cristiano Ronaldo.
Go for it.
I was going to make a joke, but I didn't.
The floor is yours.
So I got in a fight with a couple people about this. I thought he was absolutely brilliant in this match. He won the penalty. You can argue about how much contact there is, but it's a penalty, and it's given.
I did love his little laugh in that chair. Yeah. That was...
Well, it's hilarious in that these players, right, the Spanish players have played against Ronaldo all season. They played against Ronaldo for half of his career, and yet twice in this match they still bought into just his little shimmy and shake, and twice he scored. Penalty, scores 1-0, and what is De Gea doing? When he walks up to him and stares him down. De Gea is my favourite player. And what's that about? Do you know? Do you understand what it was about?
Well, you know why he's done it.
But it didn't work, did it?
No, it didn't work at all. It didn't work.
And then Costa, who, being in England, you don't hear a lot about. He's playing for Atletico, but what a good goal. Spain had totally overplayed the move. He totally overplayed it.
I've put it down as saying that Spain have now obviously been watching Sam Allardyce.
Yeah, well.
And decided,
fuck
all this tic-tac and stuff. We're just going to pump a long ball up. Actually, we're going to use Costa for what he's good at. He outmuscles Pepe, and he does. That's a great finish.
Yeah,
great finish.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Why is Pepe going down, holding his face and crying? Why isn't he just?
Because he's Pepe.
But that was terrible.
He spent half his career either going down claiming he was fouled or chasing people and trying to kill them. There's no in between with that man. That's why him and Ramos played well together for a while.
Did you? I think that this game was so good. It's had the perfect beginning with Portugal taking an early lead, because that meant that Spain had to sort of come out and play.
Yeah.
And it gave Portugal that chance to hit on the break. And when they hit on the break, they looked bloody good.
Yeah.
There's a couple of times where they could have easily gone 2-0 up.
Well, it's 1-1, and all of a sudden you're like, right, Spain are back in this, they're dominating. And Ronaldo just takes a snapshot
Oh.
And I think that might be the first true De Gea mistake I've seen in the last 4 or 5 years.
You would not believe that he would make that mistake.
No.
You just can't believe it.
I thought Karius had jumped on the pitch and just...
Well, he's Nigeria's goalkeeper, so...
Well, let's not get into that now.
But so it was 2-1 at half-time. It was an awful mistake. Do you think he's got a bit of Joe Hartism about him? He's a bit too hyped up? He's a bit too...
I thought he was too hyped up in this game. He didn't have many saves to make because, honestly, it was Ronaldo versus all of Spain. And Spain did pretty well holding Ronaldo off for quite a while. But it was... De Gea did not look calm, should we say? He looked pretty amped. But then, it's his first time in a big tournament being the #1 goalkeeper. I'm really interested to see what happens in the next
And there's been a lot of pressure around Spain.
in Spain, they're talking about dropping him now. Like, Marca want to drop him.
Well, I'm not surprised. But that would be the same in England.
No, it wouldn't, because we don't have De Gea. We don't have De Gea.
It would be. We've had good goalies in the past. I know you don't like, but David Seaman was a very good goalkeeper. He'd make a mistake and everyone was clamouring for him to leave.
It's ridiculous. Mad.
So Portugal were leading 2-1 at half-time. Spain came out and they got another very unlike Spain goal.
Yeah.
So I think they've been clearly watching Pulis in this one.
So to clarify, this video we've now referenced Sam Allardyce and Tony Pulis.
So this old boy, this Spain boss has come in and he's thought, fuck all this old stuff. I'm going to...
He already played for Sam Allardyce, didn't he? At Bolton.
Yeah, that's it. I'm going to go to Big Sam. I'm going to give old Tony a ring.
Tone.
And they're going to give us and that's the tactics we're going to use. But it was a well-worked free kick.
Yeah.
Costa got on the end of it, 2-2. And then Nacho...
Oh, good lord.
God, what a good goal. So the guy who gave away the penalty then redeemed himself by scoring an absolute screamer.
Possibly already goal of the tournament.
Like outside of his right foot.
Right foot. And it's going outside and then it just bends back in.
The aftertouch. The aftertouch.
Everyone in the bar went nuts. People literally jumping and screaming.
No.
And none of them were Spain supporters either. It was mad.
In the past, if you look at these games, it does seem like Spain normally come out on the right side of games against Portugal.
Oh, they do. And what also felt like is it felt like Spain were actually playing really well. It felt like that entire game. The only time Spain were in trouble was when Ronaldo got the ball. And it did not feel any different when Ronaldo got the ball 3 yards off the line, did a shimmy and tried to shake Gerard Piqué and he just kicked him. It was always going down there. He's made contact, he's put leg on leg, he falls over and you see Piqué's face arguing with him. It's like, mate, you play what, Real Madrid 3, 4, 5 times a year? You did not see that coming. He does this to you every time.
And he is that good, Tom.
He is. And cometh the hour though, cometh the man. And what a free kick.
Oh, brilliant. De Gea rooted to the spot.
Oh, he's got no chance of saying that. I had a couple of people have been like, why didn't he dive? I'm like, he's in the top corner at pace. And when you see the replays of it going like that over the defender's head, and he's jumped and bent his head.
Yeah, I mean, goalies have theories, though, don't they? I remember Brad Friedel just saying that you know your angle so well, you know when a goal's going to go in the top corner, but he said, I always dive because it just, you've got to try.
Yeah.
But there's nothing he could have done.
It was at such pace as well.
Yeah.
It wasn't like the Russia one that felt just a little bit slow.
Yeah.
Like, that was the one thing about the Russia one. That went in at pace. He hit it with different technique as well. Like, Ronaldo has his patented...
He usually hits with the laces.
Yeah, but that one he curled. And he curled it beautifully with power.
Well,
3-3. One of the best games I think I've ever seen in the World Cup.
It really was a stunning game of football.
That's great.
So nice to see a game of two big sides, a game that's so hyped up to live up to all the hype.
Well, I know, I got really afraid pre-match because everyone's like, oh, when the two favourites play each other in the first match, they always play for a draw, they always play, one.
Well,
and I was afraid of that.
I wouldn't have been surprised if that was the case. And you can forgive teams for doing that because you are almost like feeling your way into the tournament.
But no, they went for it. And Ronaldo, I mean, I've said it the entire time, I said it in predictions. He's strapped Portugal on his back already, and he's already started running.
I did notice some of the things you said though, where he is far less. He's not shouting at his teammates as much as he used to. He's much more forgiving.
He's much more involved.
Yeah.
And after the match, you saw him like going up to people, and it wasn't like the "I'm great." It was like the "We're doing this. This is happening" sort of thing. And when you got the best player in the world dragging you around.
Well, that being said, Thomas, that does mean Iran are top of Group B as we stand at the moment. And
That's something to take a picture and put on your wall.
have a look at our predictions.
So, are we going to go over Group A and B here just for the war chart's sake?
Yeah.
Right. So they're both correct in the Russia result.
Yeah,
we did not get correct scores.
Yeah.
It's a point each. We were both correct in Egypt, Uruguay, but neither of us had the correct score.
I did.
Oh, for God's
I
sake.
got 3 points for that one. Neither of us got points for Morocco, Moran.
Nope.
Moran?
Moran. The great state of Moran.
Um,
And then you actually got a point for the
I got a
Portugal
point for
Spain.
that one.
I didn't get any despite...
Even though I predicted a boring 1-1 draw.
Yeah, I predicted better goals.
Okay.
Right, there we
So
are.
that leaves me on 5.
And me on 2. Okay, Ian, how many sets of stickers do we get to open?
Well, I thought we could open a pack of stickers for every 2 goals scored.
Okay, so there were... is this including Group A and B right now?
I hope this is an even number.
We don't count the Russia game, right? Because we opened 10.
Oh, that's good. It is an even number. Mostly the reason for doing that is because I don't have enough pack stickers to do a goal for each one. So there were 8 goals scored in the games. So we're going to do Uruguay, Egypt, Morocco, Iran, and Portugal, Spain. So that means we get 4 packs of stickers. So I think that's
2 each?
2 each.
We'll tell you if we get anything good.
Like you did last time. You did very well.
I got the World Cup!
Oh!
And... oh, I got Germany. I feel like we already have Germany. Oh, I got Alexander Mitrovic as well.
Ah! Give old Mitrovic a hold up. Let's have a look at him, Alex.
Alright, Alexander. He's playing right now. I wonder if they're winning.
Oh yeah, we should have a look at it.
We should really be paying attention to
Yeah,
World Cup.
we are.
I mean, wait, did I just date this?
We're sat now. I got Marcelo.
Oh, already happened.
Do we?
No.
Have we got Mesut?
No, I don't think
Oh,
so.
I've got Mesut. And I think we've already got Australia.
I got a Nam Teehee of Korea.
Okay.
Right, well.
Good haul, good haul.
So, I suppose we can go now, and we'll come back tomorrow with, or later on tomorrow.
Later on tomorrow or today or something with group
Close by.
with
E.
with day 3.
D, C,
Day 3.
C. Day 3 is football.
4 games.
4 games. That's mad. Right. I'll see you then.